I am at the Void Deck across the road from my house, and you can hear a Grab delivery food driver guy listening to his music. Anyway, hey friends, hey friends. Haven't made a video in a couple of days. Is that true? No, I made 2 videos on the day that I had my staycation at where was it? Fullerton Hotel with my wife, which was great. And then got home, was really tired, so it's like amazing. It's like I was sleeping. I slept all day in the hotel, and like I took naps, and like we went out a little bit, had lunch, had dinner, napped more, and I got home the next day and I slept like a good 10 hours, and then woke up. I had like this call that I was supposed to be on, and I woke up late. Which rarely happens, but it happened. And then barely got anything done. Here I am. It's like such a strange couple of days. And I guess what I wanted to get at was to talk about how difficult it is to do something every day. And like I'm not good at it. And I have whatever success I've had or whatever I've done is kind of in spite of that. And I'm thinking about how there is this quote attributed to, what's his name, Ray Liotta? No, that's an actor. Ray Kroc, I'm thinking of the founder of McDonald's, right? Ray Kroc. And somebody allegedly asked him, what's your secret to running a successful place like McDonald's? And he said, oh, our bathrooms are always clean everywhere. And they were like, that's it? That's so easy. And then he said, well, are your bathrooms clean? Because, you know, it's a simple thing to say, it's a simple idea, but it's hard to follow through on, right? And similarly, my thing has been like, I'm going to try and upload a video every day. Sounds simple enough, right? You can make a video in like 5 minutes. And so I came down to buy a drink, and I was going to go back up and make a video in my house. But I don't feel like it. You know, it's I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to explain the fact that I don't feel like making a video in my chair in my house. But it's a feeling. It's just how I feel. And so I feel like I would rather be making a video downstairs. This is like the Void Deck at the foot of a block of flats, apartment buildings in Singapore. And yeah, I'm just thinking about how difficult it is to publish something every single day. Even if it's, you know, I do tweet every day. That's very easy for me because I guess I have a lot of friends on Twitter at this point who are always replying and responding. And you know, YouTube videos, at this point I do get replies on get comments on almost all of my YouTube videos. I think, like most of them, which is great. I'm very thankful. Every single comment that I receive on YouTube is helping me continue to make more videos, right? And I already feel a little bit guilty about some of the comments that I haven't replied to yet. Some comments I feel are big enough that you know, they point at something that's substantial enough that I ought to make a follow-up video on, and I think I'll try doing that. Yeah, but I want to keep making more videos. I know that I have it in me to keep making videos. And I guess this particular video that I'm making right now, I didn't have a specific goal in mind when I started it, except to make a video in a slightly different place with a slightly different angle. I'm propping up my phone against my groceries, so it's, instead of holding my phone, a lot of my videos I'm holding my phone. And there's an interesting difference in the dynamic of that. I don't know how I feel about that, but it's interesting. I will keep trying different things, and yeah, man. I hope you guys are alright. You know, it's pretty. I've been watching the news a little bit, and it's like there's the second COVID spike in India is pretty harrowing and distressing. I'm worried for you guys if you're going through it, and I mean I'm worried for all of us, right? It's a global health crisis, and even if everywhere else is doing well, if one country, and a country as large as India, is doing horribly, like that has repercussions on the rest of us. And even if it didn't, it's still worrisome, right? Like it's still a lot of people going through a lot. And yeah, man, I do have a lot of things to say about a lot of different things that I don't know if I can begin to get into. You know, I don't know if getting into it 5 minutes into one of these videos is worthwhile, but I don't know if I would get into it if I didn't start, right? And a lot of it is, I guess, things that I see in replies to tweets. Oh god, I'm spiraling out of where I was going with this. There are things that I want to follow up on. There are tweets that I have to say it about the tweets seems weird because it feels like I am over responding to something, but and I haven't even said what it is. So if you're trying to process what I'm saying, you might be thinking it's something personal. It's not. I'm just thinking about like random news and random tweets that were on my timeline that I didn't reply to, that I have opinions about, that I do feel like talking about. Let's try to pick one example. Superhero movies, right? There was a tweet about how superhero movies in the past, don't know how many years, like they all tend to have, a lot of them have like the villain has some legitimate grievance, some reasonable political demand, and then there's no response to it or whatever, and then he starts executing civilians or doing horrible shit, and the hero typically stops the villain but doesn't really do all that much to change the problem, right? And in Black Panther, you know, Killmonger had a point, but then he was a dick about it, and T'Challa's response was to set up like a community center in Oakland, California, right? Which is like this really tiny thing to do considering you're one of the most powerful nations on earth, Wakanda. And you know, it's not to single out Black Panther, right? This is a thing for so many movies. And you know, Harry Potter, there's this great 4chan post about Harry Potter from years ago talking about how like you know, Harry is actually has no vision of his own, no political sensibility. Like his goal in life was to be a cop, right? And to protect the status quo, right? And like yeah, you know, like just there's a lot to get into there. I don't think I'm going to get into it in this video. I just wanted to open my mouth and say words for a bit, if that's okay. Yeah, do I have any like a closing statement? I mean, I guess it's just nice to be making a video in a different place. I do think that I started to get bored of seeing my face and seeing my camera be in the same place every day. So maybe I'll start going around town looking for strange, different, interesting places to set up in and then start talking. And I don't know. I hope you guys are well, and I'm just gonna end this here, I guess. Anything else I want to say? I'm working on my book still. It's going alright. That's weighing on my mind. And when I'm done with that, there's a bunch of other things I want to do. But I guess I'll talk about those things in upcoming videos. I don't know. I'll end it here. Done.